Hello everyone, how are you today? My name is Elizabeth Willett. I am a senior fertility herbalist with the Natural Fertility Company. We have two websites, naturalfertilityshop.com and naturalfertilityinfo.com. And we have a presence on Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter as well. So we're out there. I want to know if you're setting fertility resolutions, and if you are, what you're doing daily to achieve those goals. Because I want you to see that there are little wins and things that happen along the way to that end goal that are considered wins and positive changes. So have you made New Year's resolutions regarding your fertility health? Perhaps your overall health as well, because we know some of those are going to impact fertility health. And if so, how do you stick to them? If you're able to stick to them, please comment here, or if you're a replay viewer and watching this later on YouTube, share in the comments how you stick to your goals, how you stick to your resolutions, and if you've achieved them. I'm so interested in learning this because I'm not good at it, to be honest. And if not, if you set resolutions and you're not so great at sticking to them, why? Are your resolutions realistic? Are you focused? Are you so focused on the end goal that you aren't seeing the little wins along the way, therefore you think you're not achieving or sticking to your resolution? I'm curious about that as well. That happens to me, my personal issue. I set big, lofty resolutions, things that aren't necessarily 100% realistic or doable every day, and then I forget about them. Or I'm like, I've missed 2 or 3 days, I might as well just forget that resolution. Or, you know, you can come up with any number of excuses to get out of doing something that's going to make things better sometimes, right? But anyway, in regards to your resolutions, or in regards to resolutions, resolutions by definition are a firm decision to do or not do something, an intention or a commitment, or the action of solving a problem, right? So we know that fertility health issues are a problem, and the inability to conceive is a problem. And we have a lot of women working towards an end goal. I hear things like, I want to conceive next month, or my plan is to conceive in June. You know, there are women who have specific dates they wish to conceive for reasons that are very valid. I want to ovulate on my own. I want to have a regular period. I don't want period pain or PMS. I need to have a child. I need to unblock my fallopian tubes. I'm starting IVF next month. What can I do now to be successful? And the list could go on and on and on and on and on. I hear those things. We get emails and we get comments about situations like that on a regular basis. And while I understand that these wants and needs and goals are incredibly realistic, they're legitimate, they're true, they should be end goals, and I hope they're achievable. That is what we're working towards. What I challenge you to think about is, and write down actually, are all the things that it will take to get you to that goal. I think that our resolutions need to be all of the little things along the way that get us to our end goal, because that's going to be more motivating, I feel. So what are the resolutions and goals that you can make and need to make to get to your end goal? I challenge you to think about that a little bit more. These are smaller, more attainable goals, right? The goals that get you to your end goal. To achieve an important goal, you'll probably need to pick up several really good habits along the way. I'm going to pose a lot of questions to you now, so I encourage you to grab a pen and paper, or remember to come back and re-listen to this so you can write some things down. Excuse me, I got an itchy nose. Somebody's thinking about me. Isn't that what they say? And feel free to listen to this talk again so you can start jotting things down for yourself. My hope is that if you write down on paper the areas that you feel you need to work on to get to your end goal, that you will see the change, the improvement, and be able to address anything that comes up. That you'll be able to check off on your list the things that you've achieved and mastered, those little goals, and hopefully you'll see the changes. Hopefully you'll be able to be more motivated to continue on your program, or to advocate for yourself, or whatever you need at that time. So You may also want to write down questions that pop up into your mind that you can ask your doctor or your herbalist or the specialist you're working with, or that you can research more, because questions are, you need answers to your questions and you're entitled to them. So write down questions that come up too. All right, so here are all of those questions I'm going to pose to you and things that I want you to think about. Again, while I understand your ultimate goal is to get rid of your fertility health issue, or to conceive and have a child, or to best prepare for a medical fertility procedure, and those are all incredibly valid and real and true and hopefully achievable, I want you to think about all these little things that will get you to that end goal, hopefully. So have you made and can you make dietary changes? You had to know that I was coming at you with something diet related, right? Because that is a #1 area of focus, and it's completely in our control. That's the other part of this. Are your resolutions and your goals in your control? Have you begun making one fertility smoothie every day? Have you begun eating one large dinner plate-sized green salad with a really healthy salad dressing every day? Have you cut out white bread, white rice, foods with ingredient lists as long as one entire side of a box? Have you cut those things out? Are you reducing your intake of non-organic foods and at least switching those 12 dirty dozen foods to organic? Have you made those small little changes? Have you cut out red meat, dairy, or reduced your gluten intake if you have period pain or PMS, endometriosis, uterine fibroids, or PCOS? Are you thinking that deep into your diet? There are a lot of other dietary issues where we can focus. Are you including high fiber foods? One high fiber food in your day, in one meal each day. Start small. Start with something that's attainable, because remember, the thing that you do is what we want you to make a habit. We want you to start making changes every day that are realistic and that you enjoy and that you could stick to, so that eating healthy becomes a habit. Not even after, well after you're not on your journey to becoming a parent anymore. What about lifestyle changes? Are you still getting your gray hairs dyed with conventional hair dye at a salon where it's really smelly? Are you still going to have your nails done at a salon where someone needs to wear a mask, or with conventional nail polish? Do you heat your food in or drink water from plastic? Are you doing some sort of exercise every day that you enjoy, that you can commit to? If you are exercising every day, how can you switch it up? How can you do something different? Go to the next level. Do you have stress management tools that you like and that you can use and that are realistic for you and that help you in the moment when you need them? Do you treat yourself to something special once in a while? You know, do you let your guard down just enough to have a few bites of dark chocolate, or go get that latte with almond milk, or go buy yourself that special thing that you wanted, or visit a museum, or have a massage, or something that is a treat for you? Are you addressing your emotional health? Do you have a support system? Are you advocating for yourself with your doctor? Are you just going in and sitting and listening to him or her and doing everything that they say, even though your heart's telling you it's not quite right? Are you advocating for yourself? Do you need to lose a little bit of weight? What has worked and what's not working? Where can you make those changes? On the flip side, do you need to gain a little bit of weight, and why haven't you? What's preventing that from happening, or what components are at play that are preventing it? Is it emotional, psychological, and physical? You know, how can you work at gaining a little bit more weight in a healthy way? And the bigger picture. Have you learned about all the natural therapies known to help your fertility health issue? Moreover, are you relying upon those, if you have learned about them, alone, without making dietary and lifestyle changes? If you are, that's a no-no. Do you wish for more energy? How are you going to do that? How can you get more energy? How can you increase your libido? Are you eating right and sleeping well and exercising? It's not new information that those 3 things help us sustain energy levels throughout the day. And then can you rely on fertility superfoods, maca, ginseng, royal jelly, all sorts of other different things. Are you tracking your menstrual cycle in a way that helps you see it, helps you learn it and be intimate with it? You know, the start date and the end date of your period. What was your period like? What changes do you see as you approach mid-cycle? Are you noticing changes in libido and energy and cervical mucus and as you near ovulation? Do you know when your ovulatory window is? That's necessary in order to be able to conceive. How long is your luteal phase? And when does your whole entire cycle end and the next period start? Are you tracking that in some way so that you can have an intimate knowledge of that in its entirety? You can go beyond that if you want to and track basal body temperature and all sorts of other things. If you use something like Fertility Friend, you know, there's all sorts of different things you can keep track of. Or any sort of charting app. They'll have some different things you can track. Do you need to take a break from your program and shift your focus for a little bit? Are you obsessing about your fertility and your fertility health program? Is it time to just let your guard down a little bit? Step back, refocus, perhaps reconnect with your partner or your husband. Have you lost the spark that was there before you started this journey? Do you need more help than you will admit? Are you struggling or having any sort of reservations about asking for more help, whether it's emotional help or physical help? Is there a reason, and what is that reason you're not asking for more help? Are you putting a strong face on when you really don't want to? I venture a guess a lot of us do that a lot of the time, you know, and there are times when that's okay, but is it more your norm than not? Do you trust that your body is strong and can heal and that you're fertile and that you can do this? Do you believe in your heart that you will have success and little successes along the way? Do you believe you can be healthy and that your hormones can be balanced and that you can ovulate on your own and that your body is showing you signs that what you're doing for it is working? Do you believe in all those things? Do you see those things? I could ask you questions for hours. This is sort of a passion of mine, so but I'll stop for that. I want you to believe that you can achieve your goals, your big fertility goals, but more importantly, I want you to be open to seeing all of the little changes along the way. I feel like that's going to be the most motivating for you. I want you to understand and hear that no two journeys are ever the same, and that it's really not healthy to compare your situation to someone else's. I want you to seek out ways to continue to have strength and to be motivated to try something else or to continue on your program. And if that's success stories, it's fine. But know that your journey is specific and unique to you, and you're a unique, strong individual. You have the power to impact your fertility health in many ways. You have at your disposal medicine and medical doctors, and you have at your disposal natural therapies. If you need help realizing that, we're here for you. If you need help knowing what those natural therapies are, we're here for you. We have that information. And if we don't, we'll send you to someone who knows and who does. If you aren't able to find information, we're here for you. Come ask us. If you aren't sure about your natural fertility program, if you're not sure of where to seek help, if you want help creating a natural fertility program because you've kind of just been doing the research on your own, which is fabulous, but you're not sure if you're on the right path, we're here for you. And our consultation program would be something to put some consideration into or participate in. I hope that you realize that there are little steps along the way and that your eyes are open to seeing them, because they are going to hopefully be motivating to you as you strive for and reach your end goal, whatever that might be, whether it's helping your body heal or achieving pregnancy and becoming a parent, however you get there. So make sure your resolutions this new year are realistic. Make sure that you set resolutions that you can check off and that you can say, I've done that. That's a habit now. It's important to do that to keep you on track and to keep you motivated to keep moving forward. And now I'm going to listen to all the words that I just spoke to you because I need in different ways, not related to my fertility health, but I need to work on some of these things as well. You know, little achievable goals that will get me to my big goal. And that's what I want for you guys as well. I'm going to end on that today. If you have questions, forms on our websites, please contact us. And like I said, if you need help in regards to motivation or knowing anything more about your fertility health issue or in creating a natural fertility program, we're here for you. This is what we do. So reach out to us. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that the new year has started off great, and we'll see you next week. All right, bye.